Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Standing up seems simple until the moment it suddenly isn't. One day it's easy, and then gradually it starts to feel shaky, unsteady, or even scary. And here's the part nobody warns you about. Most falls in the home happen during everyday moments, like moving from sitting to standing. Today I'm going to show you a simple, safe way to stand up without straining, wobbling, or risking a fall. You'll learn what actually causes those shaky moments, the steps that make standing easier on your body, and a few tricks you can start using today. And just so you know, we at Senior Safety Advice have the training and experience to guide seniors and caregivers through everyday safety challenges with confidence. Alrighty, let's get into it. You know, the act of standing up doesn't usually get our attention until it becomes a problem, but it actually takes strength, balance, coordination, and a little bit of planning. When one of those pieces starts to weaken, standing from a chair can turn into a fall risk before anyone realizes what's changed. Here's what I mean. When you sit, your center of gravity is stable and low. But when you start to stand, that center of gravity shifts forward. If your feet aren't in the right place, or your legs feel weak, or you're rushing, everything becomes unsteady, and that's often when people lose balance. So let's break this down into the simplest, safest steps. I want you to think of this as a little routine you can do every time you stand. It helps keep the body stable and it keeps you in control. First step is scoot to the edge of the chair. Don't try to stand from sitting way back on the cushions or the end of the chair, back of the chair. That only makes you strain. Instead, you want to lean slightly forward and use your hands to sort of walk yourself toward the front edge of the chair. You should feel your feet firmly on the ground. Second step is place your feet under your knees. This one detail makes a huge difference. When your feet are too far forward, your legs can't push the way they need to. But when they're lined up under your knees, your leg muscles can do their job without overworking your arms or your back. Third step is lean forward, nose over toes. You've probably heard that phrase before, right? It's simple, but it's powerful. When you lean forward, your body shifts into the right position for standing. If you try to stand while leaning backward or even just straight up, it's much harder. Fourth step is to push from the arms and legs at the same time. If the chair has armrests, use them. That's what they're there for. Press down through your hands while your legs push the floor away. Think steady and strong, not fast. Slow is safer. If there's no armrest, place one hand on the seat beside you and then the other on your knee for support. That gives your body more stability as you rise. Step number 5 is to stand fully and get your balance before walking. This little pause is everything. A lot of falls happen because someone stands up and immediately tries to walk and their blood pressure hasn't caught up yet. You know that woozy feeling you get sometimes? Well, that's your body saying, hang on a second. So pause, take a breath, and then walk. Now you might be wondering, why does this get harder with age? And that is a great question. Well, there's a few reasons. Number 1 is that leg strength decreases over time. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, it just means the muscles need more support. Number 2 is balance changes. That inner ear system gets a little less responsive as we age, so shifting from sitting to standing takes more effort. Number 3 is joint stiffness. Hips and knees don't bend the way they used to, especially first thing in the morning or after sitting still for a long time. Number 4 is vision changes. Even small changes can make it harder to judge distance or depth when standing. When you understand these changes, you can work with them instead of fighting against them. All right, now let's talk about a few practical tips to make standing up easier and safer every day. One tip is to check the height of the chair. Low chairs are the enemy of safe standing. They make you sink too far down, which means you need more strength to get back up. If possible, use a chair with a firm seat and armrests. Soft couches? Well, I know that they're comfy, but they're tough to get out of safely. Another tip is to use your assistive devices the right way. If you use a cane or a walker, it should not be your first form of support while standing up. Your walker should be in front of you, but not pulling you forward. Stand up first, get your balance, and then place your hands on it. And if you're a caregiver helping someone stand, you'll want to avoid pulling them by the arms. That's not safe for either of you. Instead, guide them through these steps and let their body do the work at their pace. Here's another trick a lot of people don't know. Strengthening your legs even a little bit helps a lot. Simple exercises like sit-to-stand repetitions, mini squats, and marching in place can build the strength needed for this movement, and just a few minutes a day goes a long way. Of course, lighting matters too. If you're standing from a chair at night or in a dim room, turn on a lamp first. You want your eyes adjusted before you move. And listen, if standing up feels scary, that feeling matters. It's your body signaling that something needs support. You don't have to push through the fear. There are safe ways to make this easier, including physical therapy, adaptive equipment, or small home modifications. Remember that standing isn't just a physical act. It's independence, and it's being able to get up when you want, move when you want, and go where you want. And you deserve to feel steady and confident every time you do it. So try this simple routine the next time you get up. Scoot forward, put your feet under your knees, put your nose over your toes, push up and rise, and then pause and breathe. Build the habit and it becomes second nature. So thanks for joining me today. Please share this episode with someone you care about who could use the information to make their life safer. You'll find more resources for seniors and caregivers on our website at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're searching for an aging-in-place specialist, please visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or to this podcast yet, go ahead and do that right now, and then come back tomorrow for another daily moment of guidance and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Until next time, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.